Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can see me and hear me okay, and tell me where you are in the comments in the world, because I'd love to hear from you. So I'm Lorraine, I'm the director of Formula Botanica, and thank you so much for joining me on this live stream today. I hope my audio is okay. I've just plugged in my microphone actually, so I hope it's working. So I'm here today to talk to you about our brand new diploma in beauty brand business management. It's quite a mouthful. So we are the online award-winning and accredited organic cosmetic science school. Formula Botanica has taught literally thousands of people all over the world how to formulate, how to start their business, and how to become organic cosmetic formulators and how to become beauty entrepreneurs. So we have a fantastic community. I can see quite a few of my colleagues are commenting already. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. It's great to have you with me. And we teach online courses. So people come and study with us, they take an online course, and they then change their life by learning how to become a formulator and entrepreneur. So today I'm going to talk to you about our newest, biggest, and most ultimate online course, our Diploma in Beauty Brand Business Management. So we knew that our students wanted a business course, and it's something that I've wanted for a very long time. So I'm super excited to add that to our total lineup of courses that we already teach and have open for enrollment. So we created this course because we want to help people start or grow their beauty business. And in this live stream today, I'm going to tell you all about the curriculum for the course, how to enroll for it, and I'm going to answer quite a few questions that we've already received, as well as any that you want to throw at me during this live stream, and hopefully I'll be able to handle it. The live stream will be available afterwards as a replay, so if you want to watch it then, it will still be here either on the Facebook page, and we're also going to upload it to our YouTube channel. So if you're watching me on YouTube, hi guys, please do come and follow us on Facebook too. So let's start with the basics. So I'm going to tell you about the curriculum. I'm going to tell you about the speakers we have in the course. I'm just checking my notes here. I'm going to tell you how and when to enroll, and talk a bit about how it works when you enroll with Formula Botanica. And then I'm going to tell you about all the freebies that we have available, because we've got a whole month of freebies coming in the run-up to us opening enrollment for the first student intake on this brand new diploma. So first of all, let's talk about the course a bit. I hope you've had a chance to visit the course webpage. If you haven't, the link is underneath the video, or above it. Underneath, I think. So go and click on it after the live stream and go and have a look, because it breaks down the whole diploma module by module. So the one most important thing that I want to tell you about is the fact that the course comes in two parts. I mean, they're woven through each other, but they are two major components of the course. So first of all, we have all these fantastic training materials that we spent more than a year developing. They've been written by multiple people, including me, and they've got lots and lots of information in them, and we'll come to that in a minute. But we also combined the course together with a beauty business web summit. So we've got all these fantastic speakers from all over the beauty world and the business sector globally coming to talk to you. People who are experts in their field, experts on finance, experts on manufacturing, experts on branding, experts on marketing, because we wanted to help you learn from the best in the business. So we have more than 30 speakers in this course, and it's super exciting. I've done quite a few of the interviews with the speakers. As you can imagine, it's taken us a long, long time to compile all of this. So let me walk you through the actual breakdown of the course. Hi, Vina. Thank you for your comments, everyone. It's wonderful that you're joining me live. So module one, let's start at the top and walk you through what's in the course itself. Module one is all about mindset. And we really want to teach you what it means to become a beauty entrepreneur and how to think like a beauty entrepreneur. So if you're anything like me, you might start off thinking, why do you want me to work on my mindset? I want to get started on pricing. I want to get started on marketing. I want to get started on branding. But the most important thing that you can do as an entrepreneur is make sure that you have the right mindset. Because believe me, when you start pricing, when you start marketing, when you start branding, you need to have the right approach to all of that. Otherwise, you might not set the right prices. You might not create the right marketing campaigns, and your brand might not truly represent who you are and what you want to achieve. So we start off with mindset, and we walk you through how to grow your mindset as an entrepreneur, how to create a growth mindset, how to create a positive mindset. And then we look at how to be able to plan and create your vision, because obviously you need to have a vision for your beauty business and you need to know exactly where you want to take it. And you have to think about setting goals, how to actually set goals and execute your plan properly. So that's all in there. And then finally, we also look at time management and money management and money mindset, because obviously these are two big things that we see a lot of entrepreneurs in our community struggle with. We've got some fantastic speakers in that module. So we've got Melinda Koss, who many of you will know, who's worked with us quite a bit over the last few years, skincare business mentor. We've got Tamu Thomas, who runs a company called Live 360 and who's all about creating your vision and your mindset. We've got Shola Kay, who is an expert on public speaking and visibility. She runs a company called Speak Up Like a Diva, because we want to help you be visible. That's one of the golden threads that runs through the course as well, because visibility is everything, not just in terms of branding and marketing, but also in terms of how you create partnerships with suppliers, how you work with manufacturers, how you pitch to investors. Visibility is key. And then last but not least, by any means, we've got Nicola Ray Wickham from A Life More Inspired, who talks all about your money mindset and your time mindset and how you manage those two things in your business. So once you've taken care of that module, you're ready to really get started on creating your beauty brand. And that takes us to module 2 in the curriculum, which is all about beauty branding. So at that point, we start to look at how to create a really strong brand, because as I'm sure you know, you can make the best products in the world, but if they don't have a really strong brand with them, then they may not sell that well. So we start off by looking at market research. You know, who do you want to sell to? What niche are you in? Who are your competitors, and are you analyzing them properly? And how do you look at trends in the industry? That's quite a big piece of work, because you really have to think about where you're heading with your business and who you want to target with it. And that then takes us into the next, and probably one of the biggest parts of the course actually, on creating your beauty branding elements. So not your logo, not your name, anything like that. At this point, we're just looking about your why. Why are you in business? And I hear a lot of people tell me their why, but it's often not strong enough, because it really has to knock people out where you think, yes, I really connect with this brand story and with this vision and with this meaning. So we help you get to the bottom of your brand identity, your brand story, your voice, your brand experience, everything that sits with that, your unique selling point, and then finally your name, because you shouldn't really name your brand until you know your why. And then we move on into the visual component, but it's not just visual, because we want you to create a sensory beauty brand. It's very easy to think, I've got a logo, I'll put it on my box, I'm done. But it's so much bigger than that. Your brand has to, yes, you have to think about your logo and your colors and your fonts, but you also have to think about how your products feel, the tactile branding, how your packaging feels. What is it satisfying when you screw open the lid? We've all bought products before, beauty products, that are a little bit cheap to feel, and it reflects on how you actually view that brand afterwards. Then we look at olfactory branding, scent branding. Have you thought about the scent branding of your products? Is there a cohesive scent throughout your range? Does it really tell a story with the fragrance that you've created? You know, I last year had some beauty products sent to me which didn't have a great scent. In fact, they smelled a little bit of cheese. That is probably not part of your story. You know, that's not really what you want to tell people. And then we look at audio branding as well. Audio is becoming a big thing. You know, you want to think about your videos, the music you use, maybe even have audio podcast, how you take part, how you sound. All of these things play a role. Then we look at gustatory taste branding. I know you probably think, what is that got anything to do with it? And I have to admit, in the beginning, I thought the same. But the more I started to look into it, the more I realized that if you're putting a lip balm on your lips, what does it taste of? If you're making a product that is near the mouth, does it have a taste as well? But more than that, if you're hosting an event, what are you feeding people? You know, we're hosting a launch party for this course for all the speakers in London in a couple of weeks. You know, we're going to have non-alcoholic botanical cocktails. That's part of our brand. It's part of the taste brand that goes with it. And then finally, emotional branding. because it's not just about what your product looks like and smells like, it's how your customer connects with your brand. So all of these components together create one big component, big part in our branding module on sensory branding, which is very exciting. And we've got Sarira Hamid from Pretty Analytics, who runs an amazing company where she analyzes beauty trends in the industry. We've got Imogen Matthews, who you may well know. She's quite a big name in the beauty industry. So we're very excited to have her with us as well, talking about monitoring beauty industry trends. We've got Rachel Roberts from Oil and Water, talking about how to find your why, how to create your brand identity. And then we've got Brianna Sash from Wellness Stock Shop, who's talking about the visual aspect of creating your brand. And I'm in there too, as is my colleague Gemma, our relationship manager, and we're going to be talking about sensory branding. So great speakers, not biased at all, but they're great speakers and great information. Then we move on into module 3, which is all about your business model and getting your business and manufacturing strategy set up. So the first thing we look at is, what is your business model? What do you stand for? It's very easy, and I see a lot of people say this, that to be successful, you have to be global and you have to be making millions. And I disagree with that statement. I think to be successful, your brand needs to make you happy and it needs to be financially viable. Those two things are very important. It has to be sustainable. But you don't necessarily have to go global if that's not your bag, if that's not your thing. And I see a lot of people come to us who want to stay small, and that's fine too, if that is where you want to go. So we help you pinpoint the right business model for your beauty brand. And then tying into that, we help you find the right manufacturing strategy. So do you need to be a formulator to take this course? No, you don't. If you are, we cater for that. If you're not, we also cater for that. So we run you through in-house manufacturing, we run you through contract manufacturing, and we run you even through private label, because that is another very viable business model for you from a manufacturing perspective. And we look at all three of those different models, excuse me, and we break it down into and give you a blueprint. What do you need to do to negotiate with those manufacturers? What contracts do you need to have in place? What do you need to think about? Then we move into the legal component of your business, because we want you to create a legal framework for your beauty brand. What contracts do you need to have in place? When do you need to hire a lawyer? When should you start to think about trademarking? Is patenting even something you should be considering? We cover all of this. We even interviewed 2 lawyers in the course. And then the final component looks at certification. It's very easy to think that certification is just organic certification when it comes to beauty brands, but nothing could be further from the truth. So in this course, we actually cover 50, I think it's about 50, I wrote it so I should know, different types of certification that you can get for your business. So there's organic, there's natural, there's vegan, there's halal, there's kosher, there's gluten-free, there's paleo, there's carbon neutral, there's all sorts of different types of certification all over the world that might be suitable for your brand. And you've got to find the one that really fits with your brand story if you want to, excuse me, be certified, because ultimately it may well fit perfectly with your overall beauty brand. So we give you the tools to choose the right certification scheme for your business. So in that particular module, let me just get my cheat sheet up. We've got Zafrin O'Sullivan speaking in the course from 5 Botanics, who's one of our graduates. We've got Elsie and Dominica from Bybee Beauty, who've grown a global brand. I mean, they're producing hundreds of thousands of units. They're our graduates as well. Really exciting. They've just launched into Sephora Australia as well. We've got Zane Piesse from Atlantis Skincare, another one of our graduates who's created her own lab. So she's talking about how to set up in-house manufacturing so that you can scale. And she now has the potential to produce hundreds of thousands of units a year in her own lab setup, which is very exciting. We've got Laura Badcock from Essential Wholesale and Labs, who also is one of our graduates, and she runs this amazing contract manufacturing facility in the US. So she talks in detail about what it takes to work with a contract manufacturer. Then we've got Diana Palchik from Beauty Mark, who is a lawyer in the US, and she talks about trademarking and how to get your beauty brand ready for trademarking. We've got Karen Holden from a city law firm here in the UK, who talks more about your legal systems and what you have to put in place. And then finally, we've got Abigail Stevens from the Vegan Society, who talks about how to get vegan certification, because we wanted to talk to at least one certifying body to give you some input on what it takes to get certified. Wow, we're only halfway through the course at this point. What an amazing amount of information. And if you have any questions, just throw them at me in the comments section and I'll be able to see them here on our Facebook page. If you're watching me in one of our groups, then I probably won't be able to see your comments. So please do come over to our Facebook page to post up your comments. So then we move into module 4, which is all about money. And wow, is there a lot of information in there. So we start off by helping you with your financial planning, how to create a budget, how to create a profit and loss statement, how to forecast for your business, how to get yourself money ready, because there are so many different spreadsheets you need to have in place and you need to be managing in order to run your beauty brand. And we provide a lot of templates that come with the course materials there. Then in the second part of that particular module, we look at costing and pricing. How do you cost up your beauty products? And then most importantly, how do you put a price on them? It's something that really overwhelms people and they don't always know how to do it. So we'll teach you how and we'll give you some frameworks to use. And then the third part is how to raise investment. And we've got, I think it's 11 different mechanisms through which you can raise money for your beauty brand, starting with your own personal savings and ranging all the way up to venture capitalists. So there's a huge scope in there. We're speaking to Arfi Majid from Know Your Numbers, who's very experienced. I think my cat's just come in. See the door opening. She might do some meowing in a minute. I think you can see the tail go past. Yeah. We've got Leela Barker from Lucky Break Consulting, who I interviewed on how to price your beauty products, which was a fantastic interview. And then we've got Andrew Rupal from Abati Suisse, who went through the Sephora Accelerator. So she shares her experiences of that. We've got, let me just look at my cheat sheet, Meg Caradis from Crowdcube, Europe's largest crowdfunding platform, and Claire Cherry from True Capital, who is a venture capitalist firm. So again, we've got some pretty big speakers in the course telling you from their perspective what they expect beauty brands to do and what you need to provide in order for them to work with you and to effectively give you money, which is quite exciting. So then moving on to module 5, which is all about retail and distribution. At this point, you need to think about your retail strategy. And we hear a lot of people say to us, I'm only going to sell direct to consumer. I'm only going to sell through my website. But in reality, you need to think about working with retailers as well. So we'll help you set that up. How do you find the right retailers? How do you approach them? What do they want to see from you? How do you create a branding toolkit, a pitch deck effectively for retailers? We even provide a sample pitch deck in the course that you can follow to create your own. And then we look at distributors and agents as well, because you might want to go global eventually. If your business is successful enough, you might want to expand into other geographical territories, which might sound unbelievable when you're first starting out. But believe me, these things can go very quickly if you're onto the right idea. Then we look at working with fulfillment centers and logistics partners, which is very important, of course, if you do want to sell through your website, and particularly if you're selling in bulk. And then we look at what it takes to run an e-commerce platform. So all of these things combined help you then create your retail strategy. So we've got Catherine Collins from Upfront Consultancy. We've got Sonia Kapoor from So Curated, who recently worked as a beauty buyer for Space NK and Harrods. So again, we've got pretty big beauty buyer in there to come and talk to you about what it takes to work with retailers. We've got Sonia White from Love Lula, who's a digital retailer, very well known here in the UK. She stocks all sorts of indie brands, so very excited to have her in the course. Then we've got Rachel Whitaker from Indie Beauty Delivers, who you might be familiar with, who knows all about warehousing and logistics. And we've got John Heenan from TDS Fulfillment and Distribution, who runs a warehouse and has done so for decades. And I'm in there again too, talking about what it takes to run an e-commerce platform, because believe me, I know quite a bit about this topic for having run Formula Botanica for years. So again, that is a really meaty chunk that teaches you how to get your brand retail ready. And then the final module is all about marketing, PR, and sales. Because ultimately, it's very nice to create a brand and have all the infrastructure in place and know how you're making the products, but now you need to sell them. So we start off by looking at retail marketing. What do retailers expect from you if you're stocked on their platform in their shop? And that is quite a big piece of work, because you might have to create materials, you might have to take part in in-store events, you might have to train up their staff. Then we look at creating your marketing calendar for the year. You need a marketing calendar. Every big established beauty brand has one, and you need one too if you're going to start an indie brand. We look at working with influencers, working with the media, working with PR agencies. All of these things are things you have to consider if you want your beauty brand to really catch the attention of the world. And then we finally move into digital marketing and sales, which is the largest part of the course, because if you want to sell direct to consumer, then you have to create marketing funnels and sales funnels, which is really, really big part of the course, actually. And it breaks it down from the start of the funnel, basically, all the way down to converting people to become repeat buyers and come back and buy your beauty products again and again. So in terms of speakers, in that part of the course, we've got Roland Davadorj from L'Amour Skincare, who's our graduate in Mongolia. And she employs over 40 people now and is stocked in 8 different countries. And when I interviewed her, she was telling me how she'd just become stocked in India, and her products were being stocked in all these suppliers and retailers in Bangkok, in Thailand. Really exciting. We've got Joe Chidley from Beauty Kitchen, who I'm interviewing this week actually for the course, who is stocked all over the UK and doing really, really well. We've got Fab Giovanetti, who runs the health blogger community, who knows a lot about working with influencers. So she's here to talk about influencers and how to work with them. We've got Ren Holmes, who's a PR specialist. So it's all about how to get your beauty brand PR ready. Then we've got Wayne Musali, who you may not know, but I work with him every day. And he's talking about digital ads and how to advertise your products and your brand digitally. And then I'm in there again talking about digital marketing, which is one of my favorite topics. So all of those modules then lead through to the final component, which is to get your beauty brand business plan set up and written. And if you've gone through all the work in the course, then you're ready to write your business plan. In fact, you'll probably already have written it. And we then lift the relevant parts out of the relevant modules, put them all together and say, here's your plan, and then you're ready to go. So you can start this course being a complete beginner, and you can work all the way through to the end and feel confident either to launch or to really start to grow your beauty brand. So it's really, really exciting. Right, I've seen a couple of questions come in, so let me grab a few of those before I go to the pre-prepared question list that I already had. So Inna's here. Hi, Inna. I love what you're doing with Kipwell. It's very exciting to watch you. She says, would this course be useful for established businesses? Yes, it would. It depends how far along you are, but I think everyone can get something out of this. And I'm going to be honest with you, I got a load out of this course, even writing parts of it. I found it incredibly useful to just, first of all, revisit the basics, which is a very good thing to do, regardless of where you are in your business and how long you've been running it. But the other thing is, if you're an established business and maybe you don't have a very strong retail component yet, then this course can really help you with that as well. Look at how to pitch to retailers, how to pitch to investors as well, particularly if you want to scale. I mean, as I said, we interview Elsie and Dominica from By Bee Beauty in the course, and they've raised over 7 figures in investment, and it's fantastic to see what they're doing. But again, working with investors and knowing where you're going with your beauty brand is something that takes time to reach. So I think this course is really possible for anyone with any brand at any stage, to be honest. Of course, we're mainly pitching it at people who are starting out, but if you are already running your business, then I think this could work for you too. Okay, what else have we got? So hello there. I just wonder if the skincare industry is not too overcrowded at this point in time. It's interesting you say that, actually, because I interviewed one of the speakers in the course on this point as well. And she said, absolutely not. And the reason for that is that there are always ways of doing things differently. And if you listen to Formula Botanica's podcasts and you read our blogs and you follow us, then you'll see us talk a lot about all the new things that are coming out on the market all the time. And you'll see how some of those things really capture people's imaginations. And I think there's a fantastic opportunity to sometimes do things just slightly differently and still create a very successful brand. So I don't think the skincare industry is too crowded yet. I think there are still fantastic opportunities, and I would encourage you to really find your why. What are you trying to do, and how are you going to be slightly different to everyone else? And that's one of the golden threads that runs through the course. You really have to know how you're going to change someone's life, because if your product can change someone's life from one day to the next, then you're onto a winning product and onto a winning business there. But it's not just about creating a formulation that you like. It has to be something that really works for people and really gives them what they want. And changing their life doesn't have to just be about changing their skin or their hair or their nails or whatever it is you're making. It has to be about either making their day a little bit easier, or making them feel better about themselves, or taking away something that they were worried about. So if your beauty brand can do that, then you're onto a winner. Okay, what have we got here? So we've got Gemry says, hi, how is this different from the Skincare Entrepreneur Program? So Formula Botanica has the International Organic Skincare Entrepreneur Program, which is our flagship program, which combines a whole series of our courses and gives you them all in one bundle for 30% discount. And we only open this twice a year, in April and October, this year anyway. I'm considering maybe doing it only once a year from next year onwards, but no firm decision on that yet. She says, if I have absolutely zero experience in formulation and beauty industry, which course do you recommend to launch a beauty business? Well, let me start off by saying that we've changed the International Organic Skincare Entrepreneur Program. So if you go and have a look at our website now, you'll see a new lineup of courses because we've added this business course into it. If you want to learn how to formulate, this course will not teach you how to do that. You'll still need our diploma in organic skincare formulation to get there. But if you then want to create a brand off the back of it, I recommend taking this course in combination with a diploma and maybe some of our other courses as well, which is why we bundled the package that we have together. So what I actually did was I polled all of our students and said, what courses do you want to see in the entrepreneur program? And then we took the top 6 from that poll and we bundled them together. We had hundreds of votes, so this is what people wanted. So we've put that together, and from October onwards, that's the new lineup for the entrepreneur program. Let me see. So Ronki says, hi Lorraine, can you choose the order in which you study the modules of the course? No, you cannot. I'm really sorry to say that, or I'm not actually, because that is how Formula Botanica works. We've created this structure because we feel that this is the best way for you to work through it. And what will happen is you unlock the modules as you work through the course materials. Now, it's not hard to unlock the course materials. You just have to complete the quiz at the end of each module, and then you unlock the next one. So you can work through them fairly quickly if that's what you want. I would, however, recommend taking the time to do each one of them one by one. If you've already covered that part in your business, you'll find them very easy to do anyway, because you'll already be up to speed with that part. But as I said before, I think you can learn something new from every single part of this course by just working through it. And I've been running my own business for 7 years, and I learned new things as well by just going back to the basics and really questioning myself on what I was doing in certain parts of my business. So no, I'm afraid you can't do them in your own order, but you can work through it at your own pace in your own time, and it wouldn't be too hard to unlock the modules ahead. Okay, if you have any other questions, just post them up in the chat box and I'll hopefully be able to answer them whilst I'm on here live. I've got a few more questions that we've been asked ahead of this live stream, so let me grab those now. Right, someone said, do I need to be a formulator to take this course? No, you don't. In fact, if you don't want to formulate at all, you can take this course as well, because we cater for people who either want to manufacture in-house, or who want to work with a contract manufacturer, or who want to do private label. If that's your thing, then that's awesome. You know, that is your choice, and we cater for that too. This course is all about how to start your own beauty brand and how to create the business that will change your life and help you achieve your dreams. So you don't have to be a formulator to do it. However, if you want to formulate and you want to manufacture in-house, then this course is totally for you, because you can complement it together with the existing award-winning online formulation courses that Formula Botanica teaches. So I've got a question in from Winifred, who says, will this course be running in October, and can I add the tutoring course with it as a package? Well, Winifred, I recommend that you get in touch with our admissions team and have a chat about your specific needs, because I think once we know exactly what you want to do, then we might be able to help you create a package and help you get the best setup for your needs. So if you can drop us a line at hello@formulabotanica.com, then my team in the help desk there, they're there every day. And there's quite a few of us there. They're more than happy to help. So get in touch with us and we'll see what we can create for you. Right, another question we had was, is this only for skincare or hair care brands? So Formula Botanica mainly teaches skincare formulation. We now also have our diploma in organic hair care formulation. But we don't, for instance, do makeup or deodorants or nail polish or anything like that at the moment. I don't know if that's going to change in the future yet, by the way, but it takes us a long time to create courses, so just be patient with us. No is the answer. You don't have to only be a skincare or a hair care brand. You could even sell toothpaste, you could sell nail polishes, you could sell beauty devices. It doesn't really matter, because the same aspects are applicable to you regardless of what type of beauty business you have. If you want to manufacture, it doesn't matter what you're manufacturing. Our course teaches you how to set up the manufacturing process. If you need to create a pricing structure or create a marketing plan, it doesn't matter what you're making or what you're selling, the same processes will apply. And we'll teach you all of that in this new diploma. Then another question we had was, how does course support work? So I don't know if you're familiar with Formula Botanica, if you're watching this, but when you study with us on our formulation courses, you have access to our tutor forums where our formulation tutors are there, and they work, all throughout the week to help answer the questions that come in. And we also run live events for people to network with their peers. And we're hoping to even do a few tutoring webinars in the second part of this year to get that up and running. Now, as you can imagine, running a beauty brand and getting tutor support is very different, because obviously we're not going to be able to help you choose what percentage you're using of which ingredient. So we've created a special mastermind group specifically for this course. It's actually here on Facebook, if you're watching it on Facebook, if you're watching me on Facebook, I should say. And we're going to have all of the students in there, and we'll have our business tutors in there who will be live streaming on a regular basis to give you support with your course. And what we'll start to see is that similar questions come up, and we'll be encouraging people to work at the same pace as their peers, so that you can maybe get a study buddy, work alongside each other and support each other as you go through the coursework. So that's the plan. You're not going to have formulation tutors on standby, obviously. It's going to be slightly different, and we're going to be using mainly a Facebook mastermind group for you to network with ring-fenced groups of people who are just on your course. So none of the other Formula Botanica students will be in there. It will be only for our new diploma in beauty brand business management. So I should probably talk a little bit more about when you can enroll. If you have any other questions, chuck them up in the chat box and I will grab them as I'm chatting to you. But we open enrollment on the 25th of June, which is actually a week before our normal term time, because this is such a big thing for us that we're opening up this new course for you, that we wanted to give you a little bit extra time to enroll. So on the 25th of June until the 1st of July, this course will be open at a discounted rate for the first student intake. So we're taking £100 off the course fees. So that means it's only going to cost £797 rather than £897, which is what it will normally be. And that's just for that week only. You don't need a coupon, you don't need a discount code. The discount will automatically be applied. So make sure you come and pre-register on our website. And I don't know if any of my team at Formula Botanica could put up the pre-registration link in the chat at the moment, but that would be very helpful, guys, if you're watching me. Because if you pre-register, then you'll be the first to know when we open up for enrollment for this new diploma. Then on the 2nd of July, our full term time opens, which means all of our courses will be available at that point, and the diploma then goes up to its normal price of $897, and you'll still have a week to enroll until the 9th of July. So you've got about 2 weeks to enroll, and starting from the end of June. So not that long. It's only about 5 weeks until we open enrollment. So I hope you're excited. I'm super excited. Both Kelly and Elisiani got in there at the same time. Thank you, both of you. So if you want to see the pre-registration link, it's in the chat box at the moment. And if you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, it'll be underneath the video. So that's enrollment. And if you have any questions, of course, speak to our admissions team at hello@formulabotanica.com, because they'll be more than happy to answer your questions if I haven't answered them in this live stream already. So I want to talk to you a little bit about freebies, because this is a big thing for us, launching a new course. I mean, we've been writing this and preparing it and editing it and sorting out all the tech and everything that goes with it for over a year. And I've been working around the clock pretty much for the last 6 months alone on this, together with my team. So we wanted to give away a series of freebies to get you ready for enrollment, which means that over the next 30 odd days, we're going to be sharing a snippet of each one of the videos in the course on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel for you to watch. So every one of the video interviews we've done, some of which are, between 30 and 60 minutes long, we've created a short version for you of a few minutes. So you can get to know the speaker, you can learn a little bit from them, and you can find out more about how the course works and what you'll actually learn in the course. So the first video goes live tomorrow here on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. And I'm really excited about it, because you'll then get to see some of the content from the course itself. So make sure that you're set up to receive notifications from the Formula Botanica Facebook page, or that you're following us on YouTube, because that way you will be the first to see the videos when they go live. And I will be trying to promote them as well. I'll hopefully send out some emails to our newsletter list as well with all of those videos. So stay tuned, because that means up until we open up enrollment for the course, pretty much every day there will be a free video for you going out, teaching you about a different aspect of launching or growing your beauty brand. Things like, as we've talked about, how to sell direct to consumer, how to create a strong brand, how to raise investment through venture capitalists. All of that will be made free and will stay free on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page. So make sure you're following us, and also go and check out our Instagram account, because I'm going to hopefully put some things up on Instagram TV too. So if you're not following us yet on Instagram, head over to Formula Botanica on Instagram. And that's it. I've been talking for quite a long time now. So if you have any questions, you've got another minute or so to put them up in the chat box, and I'll hopefully be able to answer them. But if not, get in touch with the Formula Botanica team at hello@formulabotanica.com. Elisiani just put up the email address in the chat here on Facebook, and it'll be underneath the video in YouTube. And we'll be more than happy to talk to you and help you choose the right course for your needs, because we want you to have a fantastic learning experience at Formula Botanica. We pride ourselves on the high quality materials that we teach. There's a reason we've won awards. There's a reason that we're accredited. There's a reason that we have 6,500 students in 144 countries at the moment. So if you're not pre-registered for next term time yet, head over to formulabotanica.com /pre-registration. I don't know if I can type that up, but I know Kelly and Elisiani have put it in the chat box here on Facebook as well. So go and click on that link, and make sure that you're on that list, so that you'll be the first to find out when we open enrollment for our new diploma in beauty brand business management. I look forward to welcoming you onto the course. I hope I've answered most of your questions today. And look forward to seeing you in July, when you can enroll with Formula Botanica for our next term time. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you all soon in our community. Bye, everyone.